Exactly. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to see so wide audience and representatives of all the different stakeholders and experts in our seminar. As Mr. Chairman told, the purpose of mine is to talk about China-Finland education cooperation, its potentials and its challenges. Actually, we are all interested in cooperating with China and Chinese educational institutions, but we have a quite different interest. Of course, they are overlapping, but I try to understand the motives of different partners. Actually, in the welcoming presentations, we have heard a lot from both Finnish and Chinese perspective, and now I will concentrate on the Finnish perspective. As Tina very nicely expressed and emphasized the governmental interest and emphasized the importance of advancing multicultural society, global responsibility, but also in particular when we are talking about China, we have been very much, and the government is very much emphasizing the new policy under the title Future Learning Finland, aiming to advance the competitiveness of Finland, Finnish industries, Finnish universities, and the nation. It is also very much related to global visibility of Finland and reputation of Finland as a learning society, high technology society, and democratic society with a model of good governance. And but we can see the big transition within the last 10-15 years from the centralized control and coordination to the role of facilitator of the government, offering the opportunities and platforms for different actors. When we are talking about higher education institutions, it is we have experienced very rapid transition from the traditional model of internationalization towards more market-based internationalization. Of course, it is a mix of traditional and market-based internationalization. And in the universities are feeling to operate more and more in the international and global marketplace, where the reputation and the institutional visibility are more and more important. And now the universities are looking for, and the universities of applied sciences are looking for opportunities in the global marketplace. In particular, China is very much a priority region. Academic units and academics. I would say that, in particular, when I have been discussing with my colleagues, we have very much academic interest, which is related to the advancing knowledge through research and academic programs. We are also interested in training academic experts who have international backgrounds. We do not see anymore the national boundaries. We want to train people from Finland, but also from abroad. And again, we come to the importance of China. And of course, we are interested in academic prestige. Companies. Of course, the purpose of companies, commercial companies, are the financial returns to the owners. But also we have witnesses recently the emergence of the new kind of more like a non-profit companies owned by the universities, municipalities, and other stakeholders who want to benefit the owners not only by financial returns but also by advancing their academic interests and support the efforts to build their reputation in the international marketplace. They see the China cooperation as an essential part of internationalization, but also very important in the regional development. Then, why Chinese want to cooperate with us? It is an issue which we have been working with my colleagues at the University of Tampere for years. And it has been the process of communication, exchange of ideas, visiting each other, but I do not like to say at this moment too much about. I don't want to go to the concrete level in the beginning of our seminar. What kind of opportunities China is offering for us? We want that China would use Finland as one of the. I'm sorry. Yes. We want that China would use Finland as one of the main models and benchmarks when it is implementing its educational reforms. And for that we have been building the basis and want to build the basis. And also we want that China would use Finland academic expertise in the strategic fields supporting the transformation of the educational system and the society and advancing economic growth. What are our strengths? This is, I would list some most evident. We know that the reputation of the Finnish educational system is very much created by the success in the PISA studies. The other important issue is our experience of decentralization of the educational system and the government in general. Smooth transition from the very centralized society and government to market-driven society. We have a lot of lessons, successes, but also obstacles we have needed to work with. Then the deep integration on the innovation policy and innovation systems, both the national and regional innovation systems, and the education and research policies and education and research systems. We have the reputation of high technology. We have experiences in solving environmental problems and so on. I don't like to continue further, but would like to conclude that we need to understand better the Chinese view and strategies to be successful in educational cooperation. This is that is why CEREC has been working and organizing different events to gain the understanding also from the Chinese point of view. Actually, yesterday, my colleague Chai will talk more about the challenges of in Finnish educational cooperation with China, and this is an extract and copy of his presentation. And I just very shortly list that we have a little knowledge about the Chinese higher education. We have ineffective approaches to promote Finnish higher education, lack of trust building with Chinese partners, lack of successful experiences of developing joint degree programs with Chinese partners and particularly educational experts, lack of coordination of Finnish higher education institutions, insufficient motivation and commitment, in particular in educational expert, unclear vision of international cooperation and educational expert, and lack of national cooperation. And he will talk in more details about these issues. And yesterday, Tekes organized the Team Finland seminar on Finland-China cooperation, and from the companies, many companies' point of view. And I was not present, but I was watching the event from internet, and I have listed here some lessons, some topics of importance I picked up from the presentations. And in particular, I very much appreciated the presentation of the Finnish ambassador, who was very much emphasizing that if you offer something to China, you need to have the product. You will lose a lot if you go there just with ideas. The second issue, you need to invest time and money first before trying to go to the markets in China. And also, China cooperation needs active presence in China. I think it was the comment of ambassador who was referring to his discussions with the company leaders who had been traveling back and forth all the time to China before getting success in China. Then the importance of cultural understanding, and also strong message was about the fact that China is making heavy investments and promoting economic growth in inland China, which is offering new opportunities in addition to the traditional regions like Shanghai and Beijing. Maybe I skip the next slide and go to very concrete conclusion of my presentations, talking about resources and instruments we need in China cooperation, what expected outcomes, and what kind of processes we need in developing educational cooperation with China. Of course, when we are talking about higher education institutions, universities and universities of applied sciences, our instruments in cooperation are quite simple. They are academic research, basic research and applied research, PhD training, PhD programs, master programs, bachelor programs, professional training programs, and when we are talking about the school sector, school programs and school curriculum. And what are the expected outcomes, to my understanding? Before I go to there, I want to emphasize the importance of academic comparative research between Chinese and Finnish institutions. This is the special instruments the universities have available, and making and very much modifying the special role of universities. The expected outcomes I have listed here are the policy dialogue between governments based on comparative research between Finnish and Chinese universities, joint academic programs. Then I'm talking about master programs, perhaps bachelor programs, but very much emphasizing the importance of joint doctoral programs, requiring the shared structures, curriculum, degree structures. It is a big challenge to fit the joint academic program cooperation into the legislative frameworks of both countries. Then exported and imported educational programs. They are extremely important, and they need to be by some way linked to the academic programs and comparative research again, to provide the knowledge base for exported, but also imported. Talking about China cooperation and professional programs, we have been all the time talking about exporting Finnish higher education, Finnish education. We need to enlarge our view and start also to develop import of programs from China, and this is very much a future challenge. Then advisory and consultancy services, and again both in Finland and both in China and Finland. Again, we need experts trained in our programs and the knowledge based created by comparative research. And networks, higher education institutions, schools, companies, public organizations like municipalities. This is the big challenge. When we are talking about, this far we have been talking about higher education cooperation, we have too much been concentrating on the cooperation between universities or universities of applied sciences. We need to enlarge our view. And when we are talking about the processes, how to transfer the resources to the outcomes, we need to, by some way, generate information about both systems. We need to create exchange of experts to share the information and knowledge base. We also need marketing, not only marketing of programs, but one in particular, I would like to emphasize the importance of marketing of Finland in China. We need joint research agendas to become successful in comparative research. We need some processes to link the actors. Here I would like to refer to the Ministry who has been working very much by providing the platforms, but at the same time we need to go closer to the actors. And this is, I think, very much the big issue of today's seminar. We need to develop some curriculum development principles. Now we can see that curriculum development is very much just in the very beginning. For instance, we know quite a lot about how difficult it has been to develop a joint master program. We have not had principles yet, meaning that we have been doing quite a lot of pioneering work. We need to understand and develop the principles of the degree structures to be able to develop joint programs, and finally quality assurance principles. We know that the Chinese and Finnish approaches to quality assurance are quite different. We need to learn about each other. We need, in particular, when we are going to the exporting of professional programs, it is a very urgent issue how to develop the quality assurance principles. And finally, I just raised a question about who will take care of these supporting functions. What will be the roles of higher education institutions, the schools and municipalities, governments of Finland and China, role of companies, and then what will be the role of the joint platform, cooperative platform of our Chinese education research and exchange center and the Finnish education research center of Beijing Normal University, just established during the ministerial visit last autumn. Thank you so much.
Thank you.